Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. My name is Mercedes. In today's video, I have lots and lots of polishes for February polish pickup to share with you.
Show you a place where you gon' wanna move your feet.
If you haven't heard of what Polish Pickup is, it's a monthly collab between indie makers. They get together every single month and they create limited edition items, polishes. We all know it for the nail polish. Polish Pickup always works off of a common theme. The theme for this month is cute but deadly. So what will happen is the theme is always voted in through the Facebook group Polish Pickup Pack. Once that is voted and confirmed, makers will start creating their polishes and items. Some items are capped, meaning that there's only a certain amount that are created, and once they sell out, that is it. You cannot get your hands on them anymore. Sometimes if makers are able to add more to their cap, like if they're able to get the ingredients or bottles or whatever the case, it will be posted on the Polish Pickup Pack group. You can also check out their Instagram, Facebook pages, all of that, because they typically will add in announcements there too. Polish Pickup always opens the first Friday of the month and then they close that following Monday. Now it is a pre-order, so once shop closes, you'll get your order for between 3 to 4 weeks from that time. All right, let's get into the lovely swatches. Starting off with the top coat that I'm using. This is a really old one that I've had in my collection for a while. The OPI Plumping Volumizing Top Coat. After this swatching session, it was pretty much all done, but just wanted to let you guys know. First up is BCB Lacquers, and this one is called Set Your Heart Ablaze, priced at $13.75 and capped at 500 bottles. This is a UV polish. This is inspired by Mitsuri Kenroji from the show Demon Slayer. Did I say that right? Probably not. It's described as a neon green when indoors to a purple when outdoors or with UV black light, and it has strong blue shifting purple shimmer. Now I use UV light to get the color change because I did not have the sun at this time when I was swatching. I went in for 3 coats and that worked out lovely. Absolutely love the shimmer in this. You can totally see the strong blue purple shifting shimmer in here just running throughout the nail. In the green version, it gives you a really beautiful lit from within glow, and then as you transition to the purple state when you use either your UV light or if you're outdoors, it gives you this beautiful glassy sheen. It almost gives you not the shimmer but just in general some shadowy sort of effect on the nail too as it's getting darker and then transitioning. It's really pretty. I think this one's going to be so much fun for the summertime, or honestly if you're a seasonal polish wearer, wearing this in the fall around Halloween would be absolutely perfect. But summertime, yes, for sure, because I think either color is going to look lovely for that season. Pictured are 3 coats of BCB Lacquers. Set Your Heart Ablaze with a glossy top coat. Cadillacquer is bringing us Child of the Ocean, priced at $14.50 and capped at 630 bottles. It's inspired by dolphins. It is a turquoise when cold, so it's a thermal, to a white when warm, and it has pink to orange yellow shimmer. So first coat, we go on a bit sheer. On the second coat, we can see the beautiful pink to orange shimmer. If you hear noise in the background, I have my dishwasher on right now, and it is late at night and everybody is sleeping. So I thought this was the perfect time. I know it's been a crazy week. This video is so late, but I appreciate you guys and your patience. But back to the polish. This one built up beautifully in just 2 coats. I had a little overcast lighting, a little bit of sun. I wanted to show it off here, and you can see the pink to orange shimmer, a lot more of the pink in the sunlight. I thought I was going to need a 3rd coat with this one, but 2 coats on that second coat, it really surprised me and it really built up to full opacity. Love the warm state. Oh my gosh, it's just so lovely. We can definitely see more of the orange shimmer in the warmer state. I think the transition is so beautiful. It's almost like this pearlescent sort of look on the nail. You can tell my hands were cold because they just started transitioning back, but love this one in both states. I think it's absolutely lovely. Picture 2 coats of Cadillacquer, Child of the Ocean, with a glossy top coat. Chameleon Nails is bringing us Newborn Flame, priced at $14 and capped at 300 bottles, and it's inspired by Daenerys' baby dragons. How adorable. This one's also a thermal, so it goes from a reddish magenta to a colorless sheer white, and it has a lilac and rosy hues while it's transitioning. It has orange iridescent flakies and a matching orangey sort of shimmer. Then it has a scattering of gold reflective glitters. So we have a lot of everything in this one, which, you know, I love my kitchen sink polishes. This one built up lovely in 3 coats. I'm going to recommend 3 on everybody. Those flakies, large and in charge, and I'm here for it. Love how we're seeing a lot of the vibrancy from the orangey, sort of pinky tones from the flakies. The matching shimmer, it gives the polish a little more depth and dimension. Here it is in the sunlight. Just as beautiful. The flakies actually illuminate even more. I can totally see myself wearing this on like a day that I decide to actually paint my nails because it's been a rough week. But absolutely beautiful. I love these sort of like magenta deep berry tones on me. I think they're so flattering on my skin tone. Here it is in the warmer state, so definitely like a lilac, almost colorless. I think if your hands were to get really hot, they would transition to a colorless. I think on me it looks more like lavendery purpley because of just my skin tone and all of that, but it's so pretty because it's not just like a 1 or 2 sort of color transition. You really get to see a lot of different colors, and the flakies stand out in whichever state you are in. Pictured are 3 coats of Chameleon Nails Newborn Flame with a glossy top coat. Cracked Polish is bringing us Jumping Spider, priced at $13 and capped at 750 bottles. This one is a magnetic. It doesn't say it on the label, but that's just my PR bottle. Yours will say that it's magnetic. This is so cute. Cute and creepy Jumping Spider is a deep shimmery purple, and it has an icy gold magnetic pigment. That icy gold magnetic, that strip that you see running across when you add top coat, it sort of dries down to a more like silvery tone. You guys will see that in a little bit. I went in for 3 coats on this one. I think like 2 to 3, honestly, just depending on preference. Beautiful purple base, lots and lots of shimmer. So this is with top coat. You see how it sort of gets a little more icier, a little more silver. I feel like it still has the gold pigment in there, but it's just a more icier version. On my middle finger, I have it in its velvet form, and it is lovely. Honestly, I don't know which one I love more. I can see myself wearing this in the velvet form when I want a really like pop of goodness on the nails, right? When I want to make a statement, because the shimmer is just like fantastic. It is so bold. And then if I want to just enjoy a beautiful deep purple tone with a little bit of, you know, shimmer running throughout, the velvet form is going to look lovely. But love the deep purple. I think it's beautiful. Wintertime, take this into the fall as well. Or honestly, if you wore this in the summer in the velvet form because of the shimmer, imagine in the sun, how beautiful would that be? Pictured are 3 coats of Cracked Polish Jumping Spider with a glossy top coat. Cuticula is bringing us Crown of Thorns, priced at $13.50, and there is a no cap. It's inspired by the Crown of Thorns starfish. It is a purple jelly base that has glowy pink shimmer and blue-green shifting glass flakies. So in true Cuticula form, I built this one up in 3 coats. You guys will see in a little bit. Here we go. That 3rd coat. I'm going to recommend 3 coats for everybody. With Cuticula, I've noticed most of the polishes build up within the 3 coats, but it really leaves way for all of your components to shine, and that's what I love about Cuticula. And you know, I don't mind doing the 3 coats because I'm able to see everything. Like the flakies just are so like beautifully blended into the polish. The jelly base, if you have longer nails, you could potentially see a little bit of a nail line, but honestly the flakies are going to just distract you because they're just so pretty. The glass flakies bring like really beautiful light back into the nails and really lighten up the flow of the polish. The purple base, it's not too dark, not too light. It's definitely more of, I feel like, a winter sort of purple. or even like a fall purple, but because of the brightness of those flakies, like even wearing this in the summertime or like a nice like spring to summer transition, that would be beautiful. I'm a big seasonal polish wearer, so polish to me is, I always reference the seasons, but that's just me. Pictured are 3 coats of Cuticula Crown of Thorns with a glossy top coat. Dreamland Lacquer is bringing us Bloop Bloop, priced at $13.50 and capped at 400 bottles. It's inspired by a beautiful seafoam and purple illustration of a jellyfish. Bloop Bloop, it's I love the name. It's a medium seafoam acrylic that has flakies. It's filled with flakies and shimmer. That is like a purpley pinky tone, and then it shifts to a gold, orangey to a green at extreme angles. I built this one up in 3 coats. I'm gonna say like 2 to 3, just depending on your preference, nail length, and just what your vibe is as you're polishing. I love these tones of like green, blue. What would you categorize? Green? Would you say it's green? I think it looks green on me, but I love a good seafoam color. I think that it's just so fun and refreshing, and it just reminds me of like a good time. Flakies are absolutely stunning. They're not too big, not too small, but we can't confuse it for large particle shimmer, because I feel like you can definitely see the shape of the flaky. And it's like tropical mermaid vibes here. I love this one. I think it's so beautiful. Pictured are 3 coats of Dreamland Lacquer, Bloop Bloop, with a glossy top coat. DRK Nails is bringing us Speak Out, priced at $13.60 and capped at 400 bottles, and it's inspired by Erin Brockovich. The first swipe. Oh my goodness. This red, it's a red metallic shimmer that's in a dark cherry base. Oh my god. Oh my gosh, I did not mention this as one of my favorites at the end, and now I'm thinking about it and I don't know why I didn't. It is beautiful. You can totally see the cherry base. I feel like we have some pink undertones in here. If you love a good red polish, or if you love red polish in general, you're gonna love this one. It is just so pretty. If you love like warmer tone reds, I don't feel like it's super warm, but I feel like it leans a little bit warm. It just looks so unreal on the nails. Like it's just beautiful. Like the metallic shimmer is so finely milled. It adds a beautiful glow from within. This one needs to be worn like really soon. Maybe I might put this on my nails for the upcoming week, for like my mani of the week. It is a beautiful shade of red. Pictured are 2 coats of DRK Nails Speak Out with a glossy top coat. Glam Polish is bringing us Oh No, Badness Coming On, priced at $14 and capped at 250 bottles, and it's inspired by Inspiration Stitch Experiment 626. It's described as a white crelly with neon glitter mix and black flakies. Such a lovely crelly. I went in for 3 coats on this one. Honestly, you can go back and forth. You can do 2, you can do 3. If you want more of a pop with your base, then definitely do the 3. If you prefer a much lighter tone, then 2 coats is going to be fine for you. Either one you decide, you're going to get a lot of glitter payoff anyways. Love how this is not like a chalky white, and I think that has to do with that crelly base, because it gives you that milky sort of effect, right? Just like a nice like buttery smooth base, and then all those fun glitters, the pink and the blue, and it's just super fun. This is definitely going to be a fun like summer polish. Pictured are 3 coats of Glam Polish Oh No, Badness Coming On with a glossy top coat. Glisten and Glow is bringing us Mischief, Mayhem, and Soap, priced at $14, and there is no cap. The inspiration is the cute but deadly Brad Pitt in the movie Fight Club. It's inspired by the movie poster. It is a green base, it is a magnetic polish, and once you magnetize it, it's going to reveal a color shifting shimmer that shifts from a pink to a red to orange, and it has a vibrant electric green magnetic effect. Look at that swipe. Oh my gosh, I did that intentional because I noticed it as I was polishing my other fingers. Wow, like it is just so magical. It always gets me when there's such a stark contrast with a magnetic. As I'm swatching, it's always just like, Wow. Built this one up in 2 coats. Not surprised because it's Glisten and Glow. They always have an amazing formula. Typically with magnetics, we usually see needing 3 coats, which is not a bad thing, just because the magnetic pull always gets, brought into, your pigment gets brought into the center. But 2 beautiful coats on this one. You see my ring finger, not my ring finger, oh my gosh, my middle finger is in the velvet form. This totally looks better in the velvet version because we're able to see all the beautiful colors. The base gives me like this maroony, sort of punchy maroony vibes, and then the electric green, oh gosh, like I said when I was polishing, like the stark difference. I love a good contrast, but this one is so fun. This is a nice winter polish. Also, we can bring it into our spooky month like Halloween. Either way, if you love a good magnetic, I think you're really gonna like this one because it does have a very strong pull. Pictured are 2 coats of Glisten and Glow, Mischief, Mayhem, and Soap with a glossy top coat. The lovely Jen and Berries is bringing us Puff Puff Pass, priced at $13.50 and capped at $2.50. This one's inspired. I love the names. Sometimes the names just like get me. This one's inspired by a spiky puffer fish. Described as a violet leaning blue base. It has blue and green iridescent flakes and a scattering of green and white glitter bubbles is what it's called. Not glitters, bubbles. I built this one up in 3 coats. I'm going to recommend 2 to 3 on everybody, but on me 3 was just perfection. This beautiful base, it is like a perfect shade of blue on the nails. I can see the violet leaning. I can totally see like the purple undertones in here, but obviously the blue is what's stealing my breath. And then all the fun glitters and the flakies in this, really, like, I haven't seen the picture of the inspiration, but I don't even need to because I can totally imagine it in my head just based off of this polish and the components. I can totally see a spiked puffer fish just based off of how this polish looks. But super fun, gonna be beautiful for summertime. And honestly, I'd say winter too, like, because it's a blue leaning polish. I feel like in pictures on certain skin tones it looks like you can see more of the violet undertones, but I feel like on me, on my tanner skin, it definitely leans more blue on me. Pictured are 3 coats of Jen and Berries Puff Puff Pass with a glossy top coat. Night Owl Lacquer is bringing us Crows Remember, priced at $13 with no cap, and it's inspired by crows who are said to have an excellent memory and hold grudges. I feel like we must know a person or 2 that falls in that description. This one's described as a clear base filled with a vibrant glowy blue violet shimmer, black metallic flakes, holographic dust, and multi-chrome flakes that shift indigo, violet, and magenta. So a lot going on, but the beauty of this polish, the glow of the polish. Now, I agree with the description. It says it's a vibrant, glowy blue violet shimmer. 1000%. The glow is just like electrifying. It is just like busting out of my nails. Like, it is beautiful. I built this one up in 3 coats. I think 3 coats on everybody is gonna be beautiful. I can totally see myself wearing this again soon, especially now for winter time. I love wearing blues in the winter, and I think this would be such a fun polish to wear during this time when it's just like gloomy. It's been super cold out. We have a lot of snow, and it's always fun to wear like a pop of color on the nail. And for me, that pop of color in the winter is going to be a beautiful blue. Love this one. I think a lot of people will also love this, which is amazing because there's no cap. So yay. Pictured are 3 coats of Night Owl Lacquer Crows Remember with a glossy top coat. Painted Polish is bringing us Bat Behavior, priced at $13, and there is no cap, and the inspiration is the unhinged, unapologetic, and unmissable Baddie Menace, that is Harlequin. This one is described as a super sparkly mix of holographic galaxy glitters, gold and silver reflective glitters, as well as black and red flakies in a clear base. Oh, all of that in a clear base, but oh my god, does it build up beautifully. Like, look at that plumpness and juiciness. Now for this polish, you're going to want to use a glitter smoother than a glossy top coat if you want to get the juiciness that you're seeing right here. Now I'm going to say 2 to 3 coats on everybody. It's just going to depend on preference. I did mine's in 3 because I wanted to have the most like opaque look on the nail, like the deepest sort of like base color, even though I know the base is clear, but there's so many components in this polish that it's giving us a really beautiful like backdrop. Look at that. I love all things sparkly. Oh, it is stunning with all of these components mixed together. I think it's because of the black and red flakies. It's giving us like a very like brownie brick red sort of tone, which I love that. I know I'm being so biased and I think I'm enabling, but the polishes are pretty. So like, you know, but this is so beautiful. A fun like glitter bomb to wear in the winter because of the tone, but honestly you can wear this whenever you want just because of those glorious sparkles. It's so beautiful. Pictured are 3 coats of painted polish, bat behavior with a glossy top coat. Penelope Luz is bringing us Belladonna, priced at $13.50 and capped at 700 bottles, and it's inspired by the poison flower Belladonna. This is a magnetic polish, so it has like a green purple glass like effect with the magnetic pull, and then your backdrop is going to be like this grapey sort of purple. Now the shimmer for this polish is beautiful, so I decided to do 2 coats and then do a 3rd coat magnetized. Honestly, probably could have just did 1 coat and then my 2nd coat magnetized, but I was sort of feeling it out to see like what would be the best way. But I think honestly 2 coats is going to be fine for you guys. On my I keep saying ring finger, on my middle finger is the velvet form. You can wear this either way. If you decided to build this up in 2 coats and dot magnetize it, you're gonna get like a beautiful shimmer that just runs throughout the nail. It's gonna be like that greeny purple, a lot more green tones from the shimmer. If you decide to magnetize it, you're gonna see more of that like grapey brownie tone with the backdrop, and then the magnetic pull running through, which is like a greeny with some purple undertones in there. So whether you wear it magnetized, not magnetized, it's going to be beautiful either way. It's going to give you 2 completely different looks though, which is amazing because it's like a 2-in-1. Pictured are 3 coats of Penelope Luz Belladonna with a glossy top coat. Polished for Days is bringing us Consider It a Warning, priced at $13.75 with no cap. And the inspiration is a poisonous dart frog. These frogs bring colors that show a warning to predators that they're poisonous, which is pretty cool. They're probably super cute. I haven't Googled them, but I'm sure they are. It's described as a navy base that has a green-blue multi-chrome magnetic shimmer. Fantastic formula. I just did 2 coats, 1 unmagnetized and then the 2nd with my magnet. Beautiful finish. Middle finger is the velvet form. Lovely. Love it in the cat eye version as well. In the cat eye version, it looks more like mysterious. I can totally see the inspiration there where it's like cute but, you know, scary. It has this very like mysterious look in the cat eye version where it's just like draws you in, right? It's just mysterious but draws you in. And then in the velvet form, it's just more like fun and still mysterious but in a different way. I think either way, 2 different vibes, right? Whether you do cat eye or velvet, but either way it is gonna look beautiful, whichever one you decide. Look at that shimmer in the sun. How beautiful is that? So like finely milled, jam-packed in there. Obviously you see more of it in the velvet form because it's all throughout the nail as opposed to it being centered, right? Pictured are 2 coats of polished for days. Consider it a warning with a glossy top coat. Rogue Lacquer is bringing us a Bye Bye Bye, priced at $13.50, and there is no cap, and it's inspired by the cartoon Deadpool on a unicorn. It is a red to orange, green, sparkly, multi-chrome with a rainbow mix of micro glass flakes, and it is lovely. Another like brick red tone. You know, I love that tone. I think it's so pretty. Such a fun finish though, because you have this like very serious backdrop, right? Very serious tone, and then you add all those fun like rainbow glass flakies, and it just like the description says, like it gives it a whimsical finish, which I feel like it really does. The shifts for this polish, guys, whew, out of this world. I'm gonna post something on my Instagram so you can see, because like it looks like so many different polishes. Like I like couldn't stop taking pictures of this polish because I was like, oh my gosh, the shifts are insane. So just so you know, so look out for that post, because like I was mind blown. I was like, oh my goodness, I didn't expect it to be so shifty just because it's a much darker polish, but I should have known better because it's a multi-chrome, right? But this one is absolutely lovely. Pictured are 3 coats of Rogue Lacquer Bye 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 with a glossy top coat. The lovely Sassy Sauce polish is bringing us Queen of Denial, priced at $13.50 and capped at 500 bottles. And the inspiration is a highly venomous snake that allegedly aided Cleopatra in her final moments. Now I really gotta Google that. It is athermal, so it's an espresso cold to a cinnamon when warm. I love the descriptions. And it has a copper gold pink shimmer and then black flakies. I kept this one at 2 coats. I think 2 coats is gonna work lovely for everybody. You may want to do a 3rd coat just depending on how you polish and if you have super long nails. But look at this beautiful, like rich chocolatey brown, lots of like warm coppery red undertones because of the shimmer. It just looks so like rich and regal, and just I don't know, I felt like so sophisticated wearing this. The like coppery gold pinky shimmer is in the backdrop, but it has like a lovely glow. This is it in the warmer state, so like that cinnamon sort of brown that we see here. We can see more of the black flakies in this state. The shimmer, I feel like we can see it, but I feel like it makes more of a statement when it's in its darker form, because it just has like a really like glow lit from within when it's in the darker form with the shimmer. Pictured are 2 coats of Sassy Sauce polish, Queen of Denial with a glossy top coat. Stella Chroma is bringing us jewels priced at $13.50 with no cap, and it's inspired by the maker's Dutch Shepherd, who has been her shadow, her sidekick for the past 13 years. So super cute. This one is described as a medium gray crelly that has a strong yellow, orange, green shimmer and silver hollow flakies. I built this one up in 3 coats. I'm going to say 2 to 3 on everybody. If you want more of that deeper sort of gray tone on the nails, then you're going to want to go in with a 3rd coat. The shimmer, stunning, orange, yellowy tones. It looks beautiful, especially that orange peeking through. The hollow flakies, they are just enough on the nail to give you a nice like twinkle and sparkle. They're not like stealing like the show from the shimmer or the base color. They're like just enough to like give you that like touch of like hollow in there. I really enjoyed the base color for this polish. I know it's described as like a gray crelly, which it is a crelly, but like as a gray tone, but it has a lot of like I feel like taupey green undertones, but it also could be because of the shimmer too, which is probably the reason why. But I don't know, there was something about this polish that I really enjoyed. It's just, I don't know, it just felt so like clean and just like classy with like a punch of sparkliness in there. Pictured are 3 coats of Stella Chroma jewels with a glossy top coat. Sweet and Sour Lacquer is bringing us Danger Noodle, priced at $13.50 and capped at 250 bottles. $1 from each bottle sold is going to be donated to the United We Dream. It's an organization focused on advocating for immigrant rights. It's inspired by the blue Insolaris Pit Viper. Totally pronounced that wrong, but now I gotta Google that. It's a green blue shifting shimmer corally. I built this one up in 3 coats. I'm gonna say 2 to 3 for everybody, depending on preference. All of that, you know the deal. The shifts are so beautiful. Love how we're dealing with like similar tones, similar colors when it comes to like your base and then the shifty shimmer. I don't know, but like it still stands out and it still makes a statement. When I got this polish, I was like, oh, it's gonna be pretty. Like, didn't think I was gonna fall in love. And then once I like completely swatched, top coated it and all of that, I was like, oh my gosh, like the shifts are just so beautiful. And then the shimmer, like look at that in the sun. How stunning is this? I feel like this is an anytime polish, right? You want to be happy, wear this. You want like something bright for the summer, wear this. You want to like add some color to the winter, wear this. It is beautiful. Pictured are 3 coats of Sweet and Sour Lacquer, Danger Noodle with a glossy top coat. And Zombie Claw is bringing us, it's like I saved the best inspiration for last. No offense to anybody, but if you know me. Okay, hold on. I'm just too excited. It's called Beautiful Effing A-Hole, priced at $13.75, and the inspiration is Zayden from Fourth Wing. Oh, squealing, heels kicking. I love that series, and I love Zayden. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm trying not to be loud because everybody's sleeping right now. Anyways, this is described as a blue base that glows in the dark blue. It has blue electric shimmer, a flash of hollow, and purple reflective glitters. I built this one up in 3 coats. I think 3 coats is going to look lovely on everybody. Love the addition of the purple reflective glitters. It just adds so much sparkle in here. It already is a sparkly polish, but those reflective glitters just add even more. And it really gives us like it's definitely a dark like electric blue, but I feel like because of those purple reflective glitters, it adds just a tad bit of shift. Like you can catch it at certain angles with it just shifting to like a purple tone. If you're looking closely enough, I can see it. I feel like in the shadows of the polish, you see the purple in there. But it's a beautiful, vibrant blue. I feel like whenever Zombie Claw has any sort of like electric shimmer in their polishes, it's just always like a win-win. This is it glowing in the dark, so you guys can see that there, but in love. Pictured are 3 coats of Zombie Claw, Beautiful Effing A-Hole with a glossy top coat. Alright guys, that was a lot of polishes, but I have 3 favorites this month. The first one being from Owl Lacquer, and this is Crows Remember. It just builds up so beautifully and it has such a wonderful glow. I feel like I've seen polishes like this from Owl Lacquer, maybe not exactly like this one, just sort of like the vibe where it takes a few coats to build up, but it gives you such a pretty like finish on the nails. I think what it is, I don't know if it's the flakies, there's just something in here that is just so vibrant, and I don't know, I think this will be beautiful now for like wintertime, but I also think this would be a beautiful transition from like winter into spring because of the bright glow that it has. I just love this. I can see myself wearing this again really, really soon. Sweet and Sour Lacquer, and this one is called Danger Noodle. Now, when I first got this, I thought, oh, this is beautiful, but I don't think I'm gonna like it on me. And then once I swatched it and started seeing how shifty this was, I was like, yes, this is for me. Blown away. It is glorious. This is like a polish you can wear any season. I just feel like it blends in well with the weather, like wintertime, right? Because of the blue sort of teal effect that it has. Wintertime, right? Because of the blue teal color. spring, a beautiful winter to spring transition, the glow and the brightness for summertime, and then for the fall, if you want like a pop of color. I just love the shifts. I think it's just beautiful. And then I have Stella Chroma, and this is Jewels. This one caught me by surprise, but I love the shimmer that's in here. I think it just gives you a nice, fresh look on the nails. It has that really beautiful, like olivey, dusty green undertone, and I think it just looks so fantastic. All right, everybody, that is all that I have for you today. Let me know what you plan on wishlisting, what you plan on picking up. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one.